Greetings. I'm David Majors. I'm a chemistry professor here at Mississippi College and have been for quite some time. I'm starting my 32nd year as a professor here, and counting the 4 years I was an undergraduate here, I'm starting my 36th year here. So most of you, I assume all of you are freshmen, so welcome to MC. I will be coming to your class in late September to talk about chemistry of bread. That's certainly appropriate because all cooking is chemistry. Unfortunately, it's mostly biochemistry. And to really teach you some biochemistry of bread making, I have to first teach you a little organic chemistry. And to learn organic chemistry, you have to know a little general chemistry because chemistry is vertical in nature. But I don't have but 2 days, and I can't cover everything I would really need to cover to teach you the chemistry of bread making in detail. So we will just cover the basics. I will cover a little gen chem, a little organic chem, and then a little more biochem to go over the chemistry of bread making that is outlined here on this graphic. All of my students could tell you that I love to go down rabbit trails. So one of the obvious rabbit trails to me that I can go down that would probably be more interesting than just talking about the basic chemistry of bread making is to start talking about gluten. You can't help but have lived in America in the last 10 years and not realize that there are a lot of people talking about eating gluten-free diets and avoiding gluten. Some people need to. Probably maybe as much as 1% of the population has celiac disease. And if you have celiac disease, you cannot eat gluten. It could kill you. So those people certainly have to avoid gluten. There may be another 6 to 7% who are gluten sensitive, and it causes digestive problems if they eat too much gluten or any gluten. So maybe 7 to 8% should avoid gluten. That still leaves over 90% who shouldn't have a problem with gluten. And yet some estimates are that up to a third of the American population tries to avoid gluten or has at least at some time in their life. So we're going to talk about this war on gluten and the rise of gluten-free and talk about whether or not that's mostly a fad or if there's, what's the cause of it. That's going to lead me to talk about other things that I think are non-scientific. I want to spend a few minutes talking about the whole idea about whether products you buy in the grocery store are organic or not. I have a problem with all of the foods that are listed as organic. Some of them aren't organic, and some, even if they are, I don't need to eat them. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some of the problems with organic farming and actually how that could actually hurt production, because that leads us to the second big topic in your semester is going to be hunger. Well, we have to grow things. So that not only is organic farming sometimes lead to less production, also I want to talk about genetically modified organisms, GMOs. I believe GMOs are should be one of the major weapons in our arsenal to fight world hunger. But some people think they're terrible and try to avoid them. So we'll talk about those as well. So I'm looking forward to be with you. I will post a few videos that you should watch and a few papers you should look over before we start, including this graphic that's on the screen now. And I look forward to it.